As we all know, we were born with human rights, with freedom to do what we want and live the way we want to. But there are circumstances where we cannot and should not exercise our freedom because of particular reasons, such as it affects or impacts another person's rights as a human. With that, let's dive into the topic of human rights abuse and violations and how us, citizens, can help in solving this growing problem in our society.
But first, we need to understand what human rights is. Human rights are moral principles for setting standards of human behavior and are regularly protected in multiple international law. They are commonly understood as inalienable and fundamental rights, regardless of age, ethnic origin, location, language, religion, ethnicity, or any other status.
An example of human rights abuse include what happened way back September 1972, when Ferdinand Marcos Sr. declared martial law in our country, where he gained the loyalty of several people in power and the armed forces of the Philippines. During this tragic time, citizens who revolted against the administration are arrested without warrants. People are tortured and killed. Their freedom of speech was taken. They did not have access to the media or news, and so many more. Another example is the Oplan Tokhang program of the Duterte administration. As we all know, this project aimed to lessen or even extinguish drug users in our country, but this also affected innocent people in where their lives were taken. People some were barged in by the authorities without having warrants and such.
Human rights is an important value that a human being has. It allows them to have the power to choose and to act based on what they want, as no one and nothing can oppose them. But not all people get to enjoy these rights. Some people's rights are ignored, which ends up with them being abused and their freedom is restricted.
Human rights abuses, particularly when common and organized, can be precursors to ever more serious escalation, leading to crimes and genocide. People can help by raising awareness of this issue, organizing a public debate on topics concerning of rightful punishment to human rights violators, freedom from slavery and servitude, freedom from torture, unlawful deprivation of liberty, discrimination, and other acts which impinge on human dignity.
Being a responsible citizen means being aware of and speaking out against human rights abuses. Here are some ways that individuals can contribute to promoting human rights. Stay informed and raise awareness. Keep up to date with human rights issues by reading news articles and observing the current happenings.
Speak out loudly. If you see a human rights violation or hear about one, speak out against it. It is important to provide evidence of the abuses and to propose concrete solutions.
Support human rights organizations. There are many organizations that work to promote and protect human rights around the world. This can involve filing lawsuits, working with human rights lawyers, and advocating for justice in the courts.
Vote. Use your vote to support political leaders who are committed to protecting human rights and holding human rights abusers accountable.
Educate others. Share information about human rights with your friends, family, and community. There are more people that are aware of human rights abuses, the more likely they are to take action against them.
Remember, being a responsible citizen means taking action to promote and protect human rights, both at home and abroad.
Here are several examples of laws and policies that we, as citizens, should help and support. Some of these laws include Magna Carta of Women, RA 9710, Anti-Sexual Harassment Act, RA 7877, Anti-Rape Law, RA 8353, and Anti-Violence Against Women and Their Children Act, RA 9262, Safe Spaces Act, RA 11313, and many more.
It is important to remember that fighting human rights abuse is a long-term process, and progress may not always be immediate or visible. However, by working together and continuing to raise awareness about these issues, we can make a difference in protecting the rights and dignity of all people.